problem, Warrior for Truth, and I thank you for the super chat. My problem with this particular statement is that this is a very, very common thing, right? Because I get frustrated with this question. There are men that choose women purely because of how she looks. Purely. Has nothing to do with if she formulates a sentence, whether she's well-rounded, whether she's a good person. No, she's just super bad. So I'm purely looking at her for what she looks like. And I'm mostly using her for what she looks like. And I'm probably getting with her because I want to sleep with her. And even though I might know that and I might be using her for that, that's got to be understandable to the world. Everybody leads with something, right? Women's world, our superficial thing that we lead with, a lot of times what men go for is physical. Men, they can sometimes lead with physical. Y'all got different options. Women don't have that many options, but a lot of the times, usually it's physical. Usually, because men are visual. So you've got to lead with physical. If you don't have physical, you got to look, right? Men, you could lead with money. You could lead with looks. You could lead with charm, charisma, personality. Those are 3 things that men can lead with, right? If you decide you want to lead with money and she decides she want to lead with looks, you don't see women like, well, you do see women saying, oh, she just wants me for my money. Oh my God, he wants me for my money, right? And then you go on their page and all you see is their body. All you see is their body. Every picture is their body. But you're mad because you're being used for your body. The reverse is true. A man can be, oh, she want me for my money. Every picture you got is about you and your money. Everything is in front of your this and that. And you want to be known for your money. You want to be chosen for your money. You want people to know you got money. You want to tell the world you're a millionaire. It's like, okay. So you have to be prepared for people choosing you for what you're leading with. And here's the thing. If you're with somebody long enough, they tell on themselves. They do. They tell on themselves. And here's a trick. Here's another trick, family. Truth, just so you're aware, Warrior for Truth. If you can get a woman, just a woman that you can get when you didn't have no money, date that type of woman. Think about it. The woman you could get when you had no money. Just think about that. If you could pull the baddest women constantly, not every once in a while, not 2 out of 3, like I'm saying, you could always pull certain women, right? And you didn't have to spend no money. You didn't have to take them nowhere. Then you keep swimming in that pond. The problem is what happens is that men, they have a little bit more status. They have a little bit more money, whatever the case may be. They want to date badder women that they couldn't get when they didn't have any money. Understandable. That's all makes sense, right? Right? So you make a little bit more money. You're like, you know what? I have more access. I can get her now. Cool. The only difference between then and now is the fact that you have money. So you have to be prepared for. If you are trying to date something that you could not date without money, then the chances are is that you're putting yourself in a position to possibly be used for money. Because the only difference between the woman that you wanted at one point and you getting her at this point is the fact that you have money. So you have to then say to yourself as a man, maybe I need to just stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to and stop chasing these daggone waterfalls if I'm afraid of being used for money. That's the reality of the situation. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the truth. Y'all be sitting here and saying, hey, now that I have access, I want to be with these 8, 9s, and 10s. You couldn't get 8, 9s, and 10s when you didn't have that. Now you have that. Now you're trying to get 8, 9s, and 10s. So the only difference between now and then is money. So you are putting yourself, you are deciding, I am putting myself in this position because I want that looking woman. That's your fault. That's what you decided to do. You should just continue to deal with the women that you can get comfortably when you didn't have any. And then you won't have to think about whether they're there for money or not. But that's not what men do. Men want to get better women when they have access to better women. And I understand that. But you have to think of it the reverse, family. Think of it the reverse. A woman gets a BBL. She gets a BBL. She didn't have a booty before. She might have had a little stomach. She didn't have no booty. She decided to say, I'm going to go get a BBL. So a woman gets a BBL. Do you think that after the BBL and she got all these dudes that she couldn't get before, she's like, oh my God, they're with me for my BBL. It's horrible. They want me for my BBL. What? No, she's going to say it worked. She's going to say success. She invested in something that made her more marketable to the men that she wanted. And she got the men that she wanted. It's the same principle. You don't see women crying about it. You don't see women saying, I can't believe he just wants me for my BBL. It's just crazy. Oh my gosh. So no, she understood that when she got a BBL, she was going to get a different type of attention. When a man gets money and he now has access to more women, he's now like, oh my gosh, does she want me for my money? I mean, I don't know. You've done something to your situation that made you more attractive to the opposite gender. And you did that knowing that that was going to make you more attractive to the opposite gender, but then complain about being attracted to the opposite gender because you're afraid of what they don't like or what they do like. We have to, y'all, we got to be reasonable. We have to be reasonable, family. I'm sorry. We just got to be reasonable. If you don't want to think about those kind of problems, if you don't want to think about those types of things, then don't go after women that you could not get without money. Don't think about that. Just stay where you are right now and just continue. Don't get money and then say, I'm only dating 10s now. And then be like, oh my God, it's a 10 only want me for my money. Well, you couldn't get a 10 before. So what do you think? I'm sorry. It's the truth. It's just the truth. You know, I'm not trying to make you upset. I'm just saying, like, if there's women that literally go and they lose a lot of weight and they now are more attractive to men. Do you think that woman goes into depression because now she's more attractive to men because she's lost a little bit of weight and she may be more confident and she may exude more confidence, which actually makes her more attractive? Do you think that she's going to cry about the attention she's now getting because she's exuding more confidence and she feels better about herself? No, but men do. I don't understand that. I don't understand why men do this. It's like, I don't understand that. I get it. I understand the sensitivity of like somebody wanting you for something that may not feel genuine to you. I get that. I get that. I totally understand that. But we all, whether we're male or whether we're female, we both have to deal with the same prospect. We both have to deal with the prospect of people not wanting us genuinely. Right? We both do. Women have it for one reason. Men have it for another reason. Men can worry for one reason. Women can worry for other reasons. Like we both have reasons to question somebody's intentions. But we've decided to run with these insecure narratives, not understanding that we're more alike than we are different. We both have areas where we can question whether the person's there for the right reasons. It's not about proving loyalty, guys. I think women and men, like the reality of it for me personally is like, you'll know, you feel genuine. Like I can feel somebody not being genuine with me. Like I can feel something like that. Like I can feel it. I think that instead of wanting to believe that certain people are what or this or are that, just believing what you feel. You know, trust your discernment. You guys are, you know, when somebody's not there for the right reasons. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not hard to find out. It's just not. If you have an issue with, if you're questioning that, I have coaching calls that I can do right now. Book a coaching call with me right now. I will help you figure out if a woman's there for the right or wrong reasons. I can smell it like it's going out of style. Okay. If you're worrying about that, but trust your intuition. It never lies. The problem that I find most of the time when I talk to men is that they want to believe they have all the signs. They have all the signs that women are there for the wrong reasons, but they want to proceed because this woman is whatever. And usually, to be honest with you, it has everything to do with her looks. 9 times out of 10. It has everything to do with her looks, and the guy doesn't want to believe she's there for the wrong reasons. That's usually the problem. You got to get past that, you know? Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become framily, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.